Hello everybody, and this little video...
But we're not allowed to say that apparently. We had a viewer last week who said, please do not start your videos with this little video. Apparently it's the most overused phrase. Yeah, so in this week's gripping episode, we travel through a menacing, melancholy industrial dystopian,
part of Northwich,
and we go for a wonderful weaving wet woodland walk and set off. We're struggling with this.
Take 7
and set off on our perilous windy descent on one of the 7th wonders of the waterway world.
Or in this little video, we leave Bramble Cuttings and we head off to the Anderton Lift.
What she said.
Right, so our little journey from Bramble Cuttings took us through the industrial part of Northwich.
Yeah, and that, what you saw in the footage, that was Tata, not as in Tata, as in TATA, Chemicals Europe. Tar. And I think
They've been going since 1874.
Yeah, struggling this week. Everything's a rush. The tea, salmon's in the oven, the vegetables are boiling, the engine's running to get the water heated for...
Mark works better under pressure.
Under pressure, yeah. I I've got
I thought he did.
Yeah, I've got nothing in my hand. Where was I? Yeah. Tata Chemical Industries have been there since 1874. They were a founding member of ICI.
Cool, that's going back some years.
Yeah, which I did look up what ICI stood for. International Chemical Industries, something like that, yeah. And as bad as all that looked, they actually probably one of the greenest plants of their kind. They've got a big CHP, combined heat and power, gas-powered plant. One of the greenest in Europe, and they've just invested in a big £6 million gas turbine, so they produce all their electricity and feed the excess electricity back into the grid.
So we moored on the visitor moorings at Anderton.
Keep going to give a drink.
And they were quite nice moorings actually, not too bad at all. And we went for a nice woodland walk.
Yeah, as we came through, we saw signposts. I can't remember what the actual wooded areas were called. If I remember, I'll put the link here. But yeah, just went for a beautiful walk.
That was a lovely walk.
Nice trails, various different trails. The yellow trail, the blue trail. I think we picked the intermediate, did we?
Yeah.
Just
just kept going off.
up and down, and worried.
We'd go off somewhere and then end up coming back on ourselves.
As you know from past videos, our navigation skills aren't the best.
Useless.
Yeah, but that was very nice.
That was a lovely walk.
Right, we've just moored up at Anderton.
Yeah.
The visitor moorings there.
Yeah.
Now going to walk that way down to the Anderton Boat Lift. I'm trying to contain my excitement. I think the visitor centre's all closed, so we're not going to be able to go down there. It's 1:45 on a Thursday, and we're booked to go down at 12:15 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have a little recce, see where we've got to get beforehand, and yeah, can't wait. And it's too windy to take my drone up, so I want to get some drone footage. So
the next couple of days is going to be really windy.
Yeah,
so
it's a story of my life. Hey ho. Right, so here's where we will come tomorrow. Point your finger in there or there. So you're okay about going down the lift tomorrow?
I think so. From up here it doesn't look too bad. But
because I'm going to be down on the riverbank with the camera, so you'll be taking
you're
it in.
not.
I thought I'd just break that at the last. Just break that at the last moment.
You're not.
No, I'm not. Just wanted to see her face.
He's a bugger.
Now, I wanted to get a shot of the lift, but the visitor centre's all closed, and I've been told if I follow this culvert, nearly, follow this culvert down to the bottom, I can get a view of the lift. So I'm going to stop talking and actually look where I'm going so I don't trip over. That's better. See where I'm going now. And unfortunately that is the best view I can get at the moment, but hopefully get some better views tomorrow when we actually on the boat. Well, a bit of perseverance and it's eventually come into sight. Yeah, have a look. And so this is the River Weaver, and I'm assuming they're visitor moorings on a pontoon there. And there she is. We think we've worked out how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could not get my head around it, but I think I have now. Yeah, I think I have. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we're just walking around one of the many trails, and we've just come to this area here. Let me just pop this over, and we just saw what we thought was a nice barbecue area until we looked that away. And down the far end, a big bank with a sandy cutout, and it's a rifle range. And Debbie suggested I just go down the end to collect the bullets.
I'm sorry.
But that means climbing over the
naughty.
fence.
And it says you mustn't.
Yeah.
But I would love to go down there just to see what bullets are down there.
Right, just walking through the wooded area and just come across this. Some of you might know what it is. It's the beautiful but very invasive Himalayan balsam, and I don't know whether I can demonstrate the seed pods. Let's see if I can get that there. The seed pods explode. Yeah, so as those seed pods explode, they it's got the hand really going. They flick the seeds all over the place, which is why they are so invasive, and they grow that thick. They actually choke out all of our native plants. And as you know, our homing pigeons skills aren't very good when we're out, and we've come to a junction in the woods, and it's there's a sign apparently, so we're going to head that way.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through and through.
Well, I think we're going the right way.
No limit.
Still on the blue trail.
Let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
What we're looking for, Deborah?
Walnuts.
What don't we know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know a walnut tree if it hit me on the head.
No. My friend was picking them the other day.
Yeah.
Not from round here.
Yeah, he posted a load of pictures of bags of walnuts, and I think they look a little bit like a horse chestnut without the spikes, and then you break open the green shell, the walnuts inside.
Yeah.
But
we're not sure what the leaf looks like.
No, so I should have googled it before we came out. But I haven't seen anything that any tree with any walnuts on.
Or conkers or
yeah.
chestnuts.
Yeah, or sweet chestnuts. We know what they look like, but we shall keep looking.
Yeah.
And the dogs are both hyper. There's loads of squirrels about. So luckily they're on leads, otherwise I don't think we'd see them for the rest of the day.
Definitely wouldn't see Alfie.
No.
Yeah, so the day that we booked to go down the Anderton lift onto the River Weaver was very, very, very windy. I did actually say in the video, you know, I want this logged, that I don't want to do it because it was so windy. It scared the shit out.
Yeah, unbeknown to us, there is a cut-off point for the wind, and I think I mentioned it in the video, but because the wind was blowing so violently, I had my external microphone with the wind muff on, but the sound quality was terrible. So there's a little bit of footage you're going to see. I do apologise in advance for the sound quality, but apparently we was gusting at gusting at 30 miles an hour. If they have constant wind at 25 miles an hour, then they close the lift. Obviously, if you've got constant wind at 25, you're probably getting 30-40 mile an hour gusts in excess of that. But we was right on that cusp, and poor old Dave all morning was getting herself in I shouldn't laugh, getting herself in a right tiz. But yeah, here's what happened. Right, today is the day we're going on the Anderton lift, and it's decided to give us 40 mile an hour gusts. Yeah. So I don't know whether this is going to come out sound wise. I might have to overdub it. Yeah, so where we are on the visitor moorings at the moment, we're about 500 yards from the holding moorings for the lift. And you have to be on the holding moorings half an hour before your booking. Our booking is at 12:15, so we'll get on the holding moorings 5 minutes time, so 11:45, and I think they just come down and do a preliminary one of those checks just to make sure everything's okay.
And it's a north wind and it's cold.
How you feeling, Deborah?
Just for the record, I'm not happy about doing it in this wind.
I don't know whether you can, let me just move. You see the trees behind us, that is blowing an absolute hoolie.
And I'm not too happy about it.
No, so what could go wrong?
Pointy finger. him, he's excited as you could be.
I need another wee.
He's terrible. Me, I'm not.
Right, it's now 12 o'clock. We've been on the holding moorings now for a quarter of an hour and nobody's come out to see us, so it's a little bit daunting. I'm sure we haven't been forgotten about and someone will come and see us. If they haven't, the controls can't be that hard. I'm sure I can take us down safely by myself. Yeah, so long before this lift opened, around about 1734, the River Weaver had been made navigable, and goods were going through down onto the Mersey, mainly salt products, all the salt mines around here. So windy, I don't think you can hear me.
God, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, then 1777, the Trent and Mersey opened with another trade route. So rather than compete against each other, the two authorities said they'd work together. Then by around about 1780, where the Anderton lift now stands, there was cranes, salt chutes and incline planes to take the goods from the boats up here down onto the boats below. But it was a time consuming process, and they come up with the idea of the boat lift, and they constructed that within 3 years, and I think that was completed in 1875, and at the cost of about £47,000, which is around about £4.5 million in today's money. Just spoke to the Debs down there, by the way. Let's see if I can get her in.
That's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, just spoke to the chap, and we're just before the cut-off point of too windy.
Oh.
We've got gusts of 30, but at continuous 25, that is the cut-off point. We've just seen one guy really struggle to get out of the aqueduct part.
He smashed his boat, didn't he? You're going to hit the side. Bye. Don't say it's so like final.
Right, that's now coming into the 150 foot long, ooh, windy aqueduct.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, as you'd have just seen and heard from that little clip, the weather was really against us, and there was no way I was going to let that ruin our day. I've been so looking forward to going down the Anderton Boat Lift, and after the disappointment of Ellesmere Port and the museum, not disappointed about the port, but disappointed about getting down there. We had a 2-day window because we had to be back, and the 2 days we was there, the museum was closed. So again, that was another thing I'd look forward to all year. So I weren't going to let the weather beat us, no. But, well, you're going to have to wait until next week to find out. Yes. Oh, I do love a cliffhanger ending. Yeah, so you guys don't know whether the wind blew us over that much that I rammed the back of the boat in front, which pushed him through the guillotine barrier. The jolt of it actually dislodged the water pipe off of our full water tank, and 100 gallons of water come billowing through the...
He's lying.
No, but they're just trying to make it sound a little bit more dramatic.
What would have been dramatic if he had have hopped off the boat and said, "You're on your own, Debbie."
Yeah. I made that mistake on the Llangollen, on the Pontycylty.
I was really worried that he
aqueduct.
was going to do that because he'd actually mentioned it. I thought that he was just trying to...
I wouldn't. Anyway, my dinner's ready, my water's hot for my shower.
Yes, so...
I've got to edit all this together.
Yes, I think that's about it.
Yes,
apart from this week's supporters of the channel.
Yeah.
And they are Samantha and Guy, Sally Burton, Matt Charleston, Stephen Brodie, bless your heart, Amanda Murray, and Randy Scott Schmidt. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you very, very much for all your support. I will try and get all the names spelt right. I'd mentioned this, I think, last week and joked about how I spelled them wrong, and then put a new channel supporter in the credits and spelled his name wrong.
He's
and
terrible.
He politely emailed me and told me, which has been corrected in this week's. Yeah.
So I think that's about it.
So
if you...
Are we gonna? Which way are we gonna do this?
I don't know, because we're sitting opposite sides.
Yeah, we normally sit, but we're still ant and deck, even though we're the different way round. Yeah, we sat opposite way round once, and people.
Why couldn't you say Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, or ant and deck?
Okay.
Well,
I'm not that old. I don't know. Are they? Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, or even Laurel and Hardy, Morecambe and Wise.
I don't know where this was going. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video,
press the like button.
If you haven't already subscribed,
press the like button. Okay.
So if you enjoyed the video,
press the like button.
If you haven't already subscribed,
press the subscribe button.
If you want future notifications of any other videos we upload,
press the bell icon.
And keep your comments going.
Yeah, love your comments.
Laughing like this because this is about the 8th take to get this right.
Yeah, sorry about that. But we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.